A Merritt family is taking their concerns to the Premier tonight, looking for changes to the health system after the death of their child 2 years ago. In 2009, Matthew Schultz died just 2 hours after he was born. His parents are blaming the use of an antidepressant drug called venlafaxine during pregnancy. Pharmaceutical giant Pfizer suggests that studies have not been done involving pregnant women taking the drug, which is also known as Effexor. The company wants expectant mothers to discuss the use of the antidepressant with their doctors. But as Andrew Hopkins reports tonight, the Schultz family feels that's not enough, and they say they were never warned of the risks.
It's a devastating blow.
Amory Schultz and his wife Christiane lost their son Matthew when he suffered respiratory and cardiac arrest at Royal Inland Hospital within hours of being born.
It tore us apart in some regards. You know, we have 7 other living children right now, but it's a hole that can never be healed.
Since then, the search for answers has not been easy.
Every step of the way you face walls, dealing with the hospital, dealing with the coroner service, dealing with the drug company, even our own family doctor, just a gross ignorance.
The Schultzes have found other families who had lost children in similar circumstances after the mother took antidepressant drugs while pregnant. Christiane took Pfizer's drug Effexor through 6 pregnancies, including when she was carrying Matthew.
Well, there was no literature when I asked the doctor about the medication. There was, oh no, don't worry, it's fine. Every pregnancy, every time I found out I was pregnant, I asked, should I stay on them? Nope, there's nothing to say that they're unsafe, keep going.
Health Canada warnings dating back to 2004 have cited adverse effects from using selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors during the 3rd trimester of pregnancy. The Schultzes say that information was never passed along, despite venlafaxine being included in the advisory.
These warnings from Health Canada, when I presented them to our family doctor weeks after Matthew died, he looked at them and said, I've never seen these before. I prescribe these drugs to women all the time, and I've never seen these warnings. So he's changed the way he prescribes drugs to pregnant women.
In the documentation for Effexor, Pfizer suggests there are no adequate and well-controlled studies with venlafaxine in pregnant women. Therefore, venlafaxine should only be used during pregnancy if clearly needed. Patients are also told they should talk to their doctor to weigh the potential risks and benefits. The product monograph also notes post-marketing reports indicate that some neonates exposed to venlafaxine late in the 3rd trimester have developed complications requiring prolonged hospitalization, respiratory support, and tube feeding. Schultz says a coroner has ruled Matthew's death was consistent with sudden infant death syndrome and natural. He claims that ignores findings of the pathologist who performed an autopsy on Matthew and felt Effexor was a likely cause.
So when we received the coroner's final report saying that his death was natural and we're not going to make any recommendations, that really ticked me off. And that's what spurred the letter writing campaign and contacting you guys.
The Schultzes want the death to be looked at by the province's Child Death Review Unit, hoping recommendations will come from that process to help prevent a similar incident in the future. Andrew Hopkins, CFJC News.